Hello everybody and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. So today we're going to go to the Warrens, and there is a couple of reasons why. One, we can get the Sun Ring, which is a super strong item, and you play it in this cheap ass way I'm doing with maximum torch all the time. But I kind of want to get Warrens a bit higher, so we can start to do the level 1 bosses here, because that would allow us to level up our level, or well, low level heroes to level 3. We can bring, I would like to bring a Jester to the courtyard so we can deal with the stress, but he's not level 3 just yet. Well, he's not even level 2, so no, that's a thing. Let's go to the city and look at if we can upgrade these guys' skills or anything. So punish, I guess, that's fine. The heal, not that important. Just to increase some of these. Play grenade, blinding gas, sure. Now, do I want to keep this orienting blast or incision? Why not get both? We have this thing. Right. I didn't know I had this much to upgrade, but that's fine. Anything down here we need? Not really. That should be fine. Anyone wants new gear? Well, that was kind of the wrong position. Well, wrong. I was going to head to the blacksmith. I also need to decide what I want to upgrade with my deeds and stuff. Now, I haven't been playing this game for a while, because I played a lot when the DLC came out, and then I stopped. So, not quite sure what to expect. Let's bring one blood for each of these. With one extra, get some keys. Warrens. I think it's mostly anti-venom and medical herbs. Move some of these. And there we go.
Madness can take many forms, but none so contemptible as man's belief in a mythology of his own making. A worldview buttressed by dogmatic desperation invariably leads to single-minded fanaticism and a need to do terrible things in the name of righteousness. This man is an animal, rabid, destructive, and incapable of nuanced understanding. He must be put down.
Well, that's interesting.
They breed quickly down there in the dark.
Also should
Perhaps we can slay
have
them even faster.
and these guys in the correct position. Alright, so we will need to complete 100 room battles. Now, I was kind of going to camp right off the bat in order to reduce this guy's stress. I guess we do it in this room. Are you guys craving by any chance? Not really. I haven't fought at Fanatic. I actually have no idea what he can do, but he sounds pretty scary. Anyways, now this is a buff if you get 100 stress.
And
so
vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
and since I don't really know how it works, I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just going to remove it, and then we need much battle buffs we can get. Self only, right? Prevent nighttime ambush. Battle trance. How often do you get moved away from position 1. I'm not going to do that. Let's go with the crit buff. Stress reduction, and then we will getting extra aim for our stuns is pretty important. Let's just do it.
In radiance,
there we go.
may we find victory.
Well, that's a good start. At least to resist the bleed. I feel like I have some frame rates issue here.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I would like to focus as swine spawn, but don't know iron spawn that can hit it. I guess we can also stun it, maybe. Sure. That being said, I might want to try to keep hit points high if we run into that Fanatic guy. I'm not sure if stress will be the issue or if about keeping your
press disadvantage.
Hit points high. It sounds like he would do a lot of stress damage. I'm guessing he would do a lot of damage against these guys with the Crimson Curse though. That makes the most sense. I'm also guessing, since I'm not thinking that I might need a full party of Crimson Curse to run into that guy, but it might be the case that he's just going to show if you have anyone with Crimson Curse, and maybe the chance increases with how many you have. That would be my guess, like maybe it's a couple of percentage chance per thing about using Wicked Hack to do some crit damage.
A singular strike.
So I'm guessing it's like a couple of percentage chance per inflicted hero.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Well, that went well. Can we get some scouting? Well, this group is not really good at scouting, so...
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Okay. I rarely see something good happen from that, but okay, we got quick draw. And we got one more invitation. They really want us to get to the courtyard. And I will most likely go there pretty soon. Gasp. Alright. Just focus on the gatekeeper. He has the mutation. He also has stress attacks. Well, kind of everything here has stress attacks, so... we'll see. Fine. Now I wonder... don't really have a lot of AoEs in this group, which is a bit of a problem.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Now, to be fair, I think that those guys, the gatekeepers, they will actually flee from the battle, so if you don't want to, you don't need to fight them, but might as well.
The slow death.
Also, one thing I would like to know, I guess the invitation will only drop if you actually kill that guy. I would like to know if drops from the fight is dependent on the mobs you're fighting, or if it's random, or it's just like encounter size that matters, or how it works. This guy's down. Let's focus on this dude. There's definitely something going on with my frames.
Decimated.
Oh,
great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
How many invitation do we want? Well, what can we throw away? I mean, we could use one blood. Well, they must stack more than 6. What? That must have been a change, because I remember bringing... Do I remember bringing more than 6 in one stack? Maybe not. Never. I wonder if you will... How you will know if you will fight a Fanatic? Okay, never mind.
The smoldering pyre dance in his eyes with murderous zeal.
Okay, so he has 3 actions. We have a pyre, which I most likely think he will put someone on. Interesting. Now, do you want to attack the pyre from the get-go or not? Well, let's stack some bleed. I mean, he has a lot of actions, so he will take a lot of bleeding damage. Okay. Let's see if they take different amounts of stress damage or something here. Well, this is a problem because we don't have anyone with direct... Well, you have direct damage, but you are a little bit far back. Let's try to attack this thing. 2 damage.
The abyss
stress over time.
Even the boldest gaze.
Let's bring it back here so we can actually use our strong attacks. I kind of feel like it's almost a waste to attack the pyre with our Laglant. I hope it's not an instant kill. Oh, now we moved away.
To perform beyond one's limits.
How rude. Well, because now she can't attack since she can't Iron Swarm from over here. I mean,
is a rarity in the
Plague Doctor will be dead soon, so... Right, you moved forward. Nice. There we go. Of course he ends up in the front. Ah, thank you. that actually helps quite a lot. We have this Heartburst hood, so we will move quite early if you have low HP. Which might be a pretty useful thing here. So, do you want to make him bleed? I guess so. It's a really weak source attack. This thing actually took the damage we dealt. Interesting. There we go. Up on the freaking pyre again. I like the fact that he's at least moving back and forth sometimes, because it's kind of hard to know when you make a party if you will be attacking the back line or front line if you have a boss, a random boss like this. Anyways, you are our direct damage, but it's also our healer that's burning, and that might not be... And oh, he has real high protection now for some reason.
Impressive.
There we go. That pyre, I mean, the problem is, I'm wondering what he will do when we destroy the pyre. I mean, he might...
Festering fear
might go crazy or something. It will get your blood if you don't do anything silly here. Like, for example, move in front of a melee character. So, good stun. I mean, he has 3 freaking actions. Is it not better to land a blight? It's high blight resistance though. Okay, eat stun bomb then. Blinding gas it is. Well, get some healing done, I guess. Well, there she goes. Our main DPS is on the freaking pyre. Yeah, we might want to start focusing on this guy, but he keeps buffing his protection. But the fact that we don't really have any direct damage is a bit troubling because of this thing. If our Hellion goes on the pyre, we are a bit screwed. I mean, he doesn't do a lot of damage, it's the stress we had to cope with. And you can't do a whole lot, I have to say. Fine, go back.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Okay, so we need to decide here if we want to focus on the boss or not. Like, fine, we are going to boss because we can't eat this thing. The problem is that he shuffles around a bit when attacking, so there we go. 100 stress. As long as you accept heals, I'm going to be happy with that.
Over the edge into madness.
Oh, welcome back. Not great. And there goes our healer. We have some secondary heals here, so moving back and forth all the time. Just more skills than we have information down here. Now I think we just screw the healer. Let's go for the attacks here. You are the healer. All the protection. Choose some medical herbs. What? Resist the bleed? That is not great. I repeat, that's not great. How about this blight? We have 130. There's a 30% chance to land. Go for it. Or 60, I mean.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
I wonder if fleeing is a thing here.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
that was quick. Maybe we should go for a pyre.
The horror.
Eek! Alright, we got lucky there.
Injury and
Especially that she moved to the back.
set the stage for heroism
Well, the stun is not great.
or cowardice.
Don't attack your own friends. Yes, thank you. So who do we want to heal? I guess our damage dealer, since we are kind of just screw the healer, we need to focus on this guy. Or we just deal with the pyre, but the fact is I'm a bit scared what he will do without it. How long will you be stunned? Okay, the problem is that our flagland has a lot of hit points, or well, relatively a lot of hit points. Eek! And got lucky again. So the thing is, when he's in the back row, he can do the melee attack and charge forward. I'm not sure if we do the pyre, is that good or bad, that he can't move back and forth? Not quite sure. I mean, he has quite a lot of hit points left, so I think it's worth it to attack the pyre. No. Alright. I think that's 3 times he's been at death's door, so pretty lucky. Might die from a heart attack though, so yeah, there she goes.
More dust, more ashes, more disappointment.
So we could flee, but the thing is, I don't want to. We might lose all our items here, but well, we need to get you out of there. Well, like, he would have been out there next turn anyways, so I think...
And now the true test. Hold fast.
Pretty bad idea. Well, that might not help you if you're dead, I'm just saying. that's for sure. Are you dead?
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Well. Come on, can you act first? Thank you. Oh, come on. Just accept the freaking heal. Will we hit this thing though? Nice. He's resisting every single bleed. Soon we have destroyed the pyre, so... Well, you can't attack anything else, so we will just attack this, even if it doesn't really matter. Because... No, we actually healed last time, so... It will burn for quite a while. Let's hope we get as lucky as our Vestal and survive like 3 hits in a row. Alright.
Teetering on the brink.
It's kind of interesting that our flagland heals everyone when he hits 0 hit points. So... okay, she will get straight out of that thing. Has 2 hit points left. Well, I'm guessing it's better to heal our damage dealer. But at the same time, that would keep them on the stake longer, so I don't know. Do not know about that. 50 freaking hit points. Now here's the thing. Oh, fine. Kill yourself. We really brought some of these things that remove horror, since that's what's stacking up all the time. Can we land the Flaglands Bleeds instead, please? Since they actually do damage. I guess we will find out what happens when we destroy the pyre now. We'll see. Okay, he has 1 hit point left. What the? What kind of shenanigans is that? Wonder how many death's door he has. Fine, do the heal, but the grave can wait. Yeah, well, there you go. Our plague doctor is doing work. Well, one thing is sure, that at this rate I could have just as well focused the pyre from the beginning, because we destroyed that one as well. Let's see what happens. Will it keep on being at 1 hit point? I hope not. Because that's cheating. Let's destroy it. See what happens. What kind of speed does he have? 8. Well, I think I need to attack it when no one is on it though. So, do we want to try to destroy this thing? Let's try it, see what happens. Death's door again. And he will have all his actions back next turn. Well, let's see what happens.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit.
I would guess he gets a bit upset.
Exsanguination be considered a virtue.
The problem with using those heals and stuff, I think, is that you lose speed. Don't you? Yeah. That's why our flagland that usually has a lot of speed acts so late. Easy resist. Can you just die from the bleed now, please?
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
A delayed curse craving. Well, that's just freaking great. I don't know what I really learned from that. That's the problem. Like, I don't think I learned anything from fighting that boss. Because
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
let's go back. Because
Wounds to be tended.
you don't know
Lessons
when
to
you
be
will be fighting him. So you can't choose your party. You can only maybe choose your skills when you see that, okay, this guy will be in this dungeon. And you can choose your skills. But I would like to try to focus on the pyre. But I was afraid that he would go in some kind of berserk mode after you destroy the pyre. Or you just go like with the hag tactic and just focus the boss and kill the boss as quick as possible.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
But the problem, well, one of the problems was that I had pretty much a control party in a way, with the stuns on the Plague Doctor. One thing I could have done is to, when I noticed that that guy was in the dungeon, would be to give our Vestal something to attack from the front row. And since when you destroy the pyre, or well, when you save someone from the pyre, you get to move in front, just like with the cauldron at the hag. So if you have someone on the stake that you don't want to have in the front row, like the Vestal, then don't even bother with attacking that thing, because not only did I lose like 3 attacks, I also lost 2 more attacks from her being in front, not doing anything. So either I would have needed to equip one of the melee row skills for her, which are not that bad. I mean, Mace Bash, not great, but Illumination and Hand of Light especially could have been pretty good. I didn't look at his debuff resistance though. Well, for the good news, we have space for someone else. I think we will go and upgrade this thing to experienced recruits.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Well, that's a setback, but that's what to expect when you fight bosses you don't know. Right. Wondering. I think we only have one. No, we have 2 Plague Doctors. 1 Plague Doctor? 1. Would almost like to have 1 more, I think. Because they are pretty good. Have 2 Flagnants. Yeah. Bring Bonneville.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
So, let's check the embark, what we want to do. I still want to make progress in the warrants. But maybe we want to go and do some of the courtyard. Let's take a look at our sort by level. Mallory is stressed out. Here's the deal. What kind of stress reduction do we have? We have Reynold. How good is that heal? It's pretty awful. But we could bring Reynold. I kind of want to bring... Oh, really? I kind of want to bring a Flagnant. But okay, let's say we bring Castilian. I want to bring people that has the curse. But I also want them to be as high level as possible. I mean, this is not a bad setup. How about this mouse? You have ranged skills with Eagle Eye. So otherwise I would kind of like to use Duelist Advance, because that riposte is pretty bonkers. But in fact, using a Crusader instead of Ancestor is not great. I think we will go something like this. Anyways, thank you guys for watching me fading against the Fanatic, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye!